Welcome to episode 83 of a Football Manager Hobo To Hero playthrough series. I'm not sure if this has an end. So, series. Well, last time didn't go well. So I guess we will need to make up for it. Next match is against Kuching. Can you see that? Yeah. So we had a draw against Harini. That was one of the most horrible results I've ever witnessed, I think. Expected goals was 2.6, including the 2 penalties, I might add, which we failed to convert. So we got 1 point from this. I don't know what to say. The change in tactics, though, did definitely pay off. That went well. Yeah, I guess it's time to move on. Zakaria will be suspended next match. Not good. Maybe Diego can try to learn the new position as a ball-winning midfielder after all. Not sure though. Somebody needs to play there. Otherwise, we still have an under 21 player somewhere, I think. Where is he? Malik? Or is Malik? He at least has some tackling. I've seen better, but also way worse. So he might do in case it comes to it. If journals were around, he would probably want me to start him. So, perspective for the next match against Kuching. Well, we need to pick up the scraps. Some players need a rest, like this too. It doesn't necessarily show here, but it feels like they do. We'll give them a rest for 1 day. They're sharp enough. I guess that is enough. The rest of them down here, they could do with some additional match practice if we can get them. Maybe the under 21s wants to do a friendly. They will have a match on first day, it seems. Oh, I could play one here. Or not. Under 19s maybe? They do have their match today, and afterwards there is a 1 week gap. But that's very close to our real match. No, we might set one up anyway. Against Mix, whatever. So now maybe they can play in the under 19s match. Some of these here, give them 45 minutes for additional sharpness. They might not be entirely fit for the match against Kuching then, but it's still better than nothing. That's the best I can come up with right now. Hi Hayden, welcome back to the stream. I'm fine, thank you very much for asking. How are you? Same as always. He still continues to play way out of danger. I think we should get rid of him at the end of his contract. That's sad, that's still more or less 2 years out. Alright. So, match against Kuching. Oh. Nah, it's all good. How do we deal with this? Well, first of all, I guess it's worth mentioning that Amamu got promoted from perspective of influence due to high ability, being a regular player, having good reputation. That said, he's in decline. At 29 years of age, apparently playing in the Liga Super Malaysia is not good enough. He played in the League Professional. Well, that won't help much. We can't select it, so I don't know about the level. It might be that this is a lower level for him. Not sure. To be fair, he has a rather rounded skill set, I think, in comparison to people like not Mazrin, Mazir. Well, I did stream. I did watch the football match of Stuttgart. And now I do stream again. Didn't do much else today. To be honest, I slept in for the rest. So maybe I had some food. I'm not sure. That's my day. Thank you, Internet, for listening. In the last second, I might add. It was a wonderful match. I was just busy setting up blurbs. Actually, never heard of that. It was a suggestion by me to have sounds on stream. Yeah, I don't know. We now might use them, but they are. I think viewers need to suggest them. So there's that. But I can include I don't know, approximately 40 or 50 into the stream that can be paid from channel points. So that doesn't cost the viewers anything. And the rest of them I decided to pro all the way down to 1 bit. So if somebody wants to play a soundbite, costs 1 bit now. That's the minimum I can select. Same as with the stickers. Can't really do much else about it. Okay, Kuching. Well, they do seem to have issues on the squad quality side. We should be able to get through this. Is there anything in particular that needs preparing? Morale, obviously. Don't think that's much of an issue now. Sharpness, we did set up that friendly. I don't know if we have much else that we can do about this. Maybe try to enable Olegs for the next match, but I don't think he can play there. He's not... I think he's not available. Da Costa Lima is more than 19 years old. Harsi isn't. Alpeka's 20. He's 18. Maybe he can play there. I doubt it though. I really doubt it. Well, he's available for the next match. He can play 90 minutes. Don't think that will happen though. I think it was one player that was available. It might have been Malik. Not sure. Okay, there's a match on Friday here. Against Bukit Tambun. Well, to be fair, we hammered them 5-0 in the cup, I think. So that should work. Yeah, 5-0. This time it's away from home though, so it might be a bit of a different match. Probably should design schedules for this. Zakaria reaches his yellow card limit. We realize, thank you very much. That'll happen repeatedly, I think. For the rest of the season. Okay. Summary to inbox, please. Let's get through this. Maybe there's a bunch of stuff that we can do in there. We might also want to try to look at the under 19s, how they're doing. Maybe there's an opportunity to sell some of them. Maybe... well... Against whom was it? We had a draw against Harini. That was really annoying in this match here. Just look at the expected goals. 2 penalties. Both not scored. Okay, that's the coaching advice. Alright, let's see. He should have better ball control, it says. I do not necessarily disagree. Its current weakness, well, it's not the ball control overall. No, I guess the marking could do, he could do with the marking too. But in particular, the dribbling is really low. So I can see that. That said, he knocks the ball past the opponent to cope with it. So, in a way, that's okay. There's also the mental part overall that needs improvement. He's 26, so not all hope is lost yet. But he will certainly not be a good dribbler anytime in his career. We know that. I still think that this is reasonable, so that's okay. We can follow this advice. This might be an issue though. On the other hand, we didn't have many injuries so far. This goalkeeper says here technique is a weakness on him. I don't agree, I think. Anticipation is a weakness right now, not technique. If we set it to goalkeeper technique, that's handling, composure, and technique. Well, composure is an issue, sure, but it's not a major concern for him, I think. Handling is an 8, and technique is, where the hell is this? 5. Sure, we could go for that, but that would make him a better sweeper keeper, I guess. It's not really what we're looking for. Decision making is important. Communication might be important. Positioning, it's okay. Where's anticipation? Reflexes, anticipation, concentration. That might make more sense. In the end, anticipation is important, but, well, also the decision making. So I'm not entirely sure how to deal with this. But we can follow at least the recommendation to set something up. He doesn't show any improvement in penalty taking. Yeah, in fact, he missed one recently. That's true. I also think he does not show any improvement in playing in this position, so I'd rather for him to have some attribute development. I know he didn't play that much there just yet. So let's try to put him in the direction of a defensive forward. That's what we use after all. Jeremy Brown. Well, doesn't do well. Shows no improvement in defensive positioning. In fact, he's in decline. That's true. That said, it's still the best individual training for him. We can criticize him though. Yeah, he wants to be better, but that will not happen. Mahazir should be added to the mentoring unit balanced. I doubt that, due to the trade. Yep, Jonathan should go to the level-headed one. Again, I'm not so sure. I mean, I guess that could be possible. He's the only one that profits from the mentoring in here at all, so we put him in here. I don't know, these guys might not be known for high professionalism or something. Level-headedness maybe, but it doesn't matter much. Yep, Jonathan does not need to be loyal. He's not part of the club. He doesn't want to be around here maybe. So okay. We should find a loan move for Yaya, it says. He's happy with the effort of trying to loan him out. Yes, well, I really want him to play somewhere. Then again, for now, he does get match experience in the under-21s at least. So that's that. How did you know? Welcome back, Mies. So the blobs I was talking about should be somewhere in the channel points area once they are set up. For now, though, there are none there, if I understand it correctly, because I didn't configure anything. I have no idea what to put there. That said, you should be able to explore it in some sort of bits paid section, maybe, or beats paid section, if I understand that correctly. Somewhere around the stream, I don't know how it works. And you can play them for yourself, I think, so you can test them. And then you might be able to recommend them for channel points. There should be some way to promote them to me. And then we can take, I don't know, 20 or something, maybe 40. Put them up as rewards for channel points and people can use them. Which basically means you maybe journal it a little bit. So he can save on his bits, I guess. Well, I still want to loan him out. On the other hand, I do think that it could be worse here. Hi, Mies. I just talked to you. Did you hear me? Just had a monologue for you about the stuff. Hey, they scored in the last second. In fact, I was following the match up until the 2-0, and then the stuff for the stream consumed my attention. Like, I had the match open on the screen, and I could have watched it, but I muted it because I was busy with all of the channel sound stuff. Well, turns out the next time I have a look at it, it's 2-3. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I'm very happy that they managed to get a draw in the end. Match against Mix. There's 8 suggestions here. Most of them need sharpness. Yeah, that's perfect. So we will set them all to 45 minutes. So now they can play a little bit, hopefully get some sharpness. Also, I don't want them to lose. You might know. No, not gonna happen. I thought for a second about it, but no. In fact, I think Stuttgart should have won. And it's really absurd that they were not able to capitalize on Bayern Munich losing. Because I want Stuttgart to be second. I don't care about the rest. They just should be above Bayern. That's all I want. And I'm very, very happy to be alive to witness the decline of Bayern Munich. It's really satisfying. Where's my heart? Here, somewhere. It's really satisfying to me. Where's my heart? I don't have any. Well, that's great. Congratulations, sir. Good job. It's alright. By the way, I did not understand why you didn't build the stair. You said you built stairs on a mountain or something. Well, that's usually how it goes. If there's enough bowmen, you can destroy everything in Stronghold, can't you? 41 week language course. Where did I put the head, by the way? I think the head's gone. I might have put it back to where it belongs. Well, it's been a while since I played the game, but maybe I'll give it a try. I did try something else recently. What was it? Some industry tycoon game. Forgot about it. I forget about the name. But it's not that good. Yes. Well, these are useful, right? I get that. So, Current Servant did improve recently. Not sure if this is needed, to be honest. He never plays there so far. We don't have anyone that plays in attacking midfield for him. Well, I mean, one Pekka in theory. And this is an exploit? Would you consider that exploiting it? This recent form deserves recognition, it says. Didn't we? Recently? Well, I don't have a strong opinion on it because how should I know? There was a conversation history at some point somewhere. I just can't seem to find it. Malik apparently could become way better than Angkun, it says. Oh, that's interesting. He has high potential, okay. So he needs to play, I guess. Maybe Angkun needs a rest after. He also has good set pieces, by the way. With the exception of penalties, obviously. Otherwise, he would have taken that one. So... You placed one bowman there. Just why would you do that? So that one bowman stays up there and then he is hungry all the time. That's not fair. No food, no woman. Why would you do that? That's torture. Oh. Okay. It seems like it took a while. It's been a while since I played that game, so... Oh, I see. Well, Zakaria is suspended. What do you think, Mies? And Hayden too, in case he can hear me right now, but I don't think so. Usually his sound is off. Shall we give Diego the playing time here? In ball-winning midfield role? Well, from a certain perspective, he has the stamina, the pace, the agility, and so on. And the work rate. He's a bad tackler and marker, though. Or should I give the playing time to the under-21s player? Faris Malik? The star rating certainly says no, but on the physical side and on the mental side, he's not that bad, and his tackling is better. So it feels like he's the better choice in comparison to Diego. Also, his passing is not that horrible with 7. What's risking it? Diego not being able to play in that position on the pitch and not having any idea about the role either? Or playing somebody that is not on his level, but might be able to at least do it in theory, to be replaced by Diego at some point? I don't know which way is risking it. Like, but Pakrula doesn't have the stats for it. Nor does he know how to play there. Amamu better, but not good. Mahazir knows how to play there in theory. In practice, though, he doesn't follow tactical instructions. Jonathan? Or the other one? Well, has not and does not have strength. The lone one. Well, yep, Jonathan. By the way, what's his full name? Yup. It's just Yup. Okay. Hopefully Jonathan. Well, yeah, that could work. He doesn't know how to play there, though. He has the attributes for it, that's for sure. On the other hand, we use him as a left back. I can obviously move him there. Just not sure if it's a good idea to get him out of his core position for that. Then Hasenodin would need to play in left back position, which is not specifically bad. I'm not convinced yet by any of these options. Maybe I will give playing time to Malik after all. Oh! Scouts! Scouts! They are all bad. But in theory, scouts. 5-5. 4-4. Okay, continue this. We will find one. Expectation is a draw. Interesting. And I want to see Vanlal Pekagoid and his Baron run in front of the goal. Yes. I'm quite excited for that. I really am. That'll be interesting. Okay. Say we actually play the guy. Never mind, he's not registered. The entire discussion is useless. Well, the loanee might be good from the attribute perspective. From the create value perspective, we would need to play either Malik. No. I mean, it could work, but no. Or Diego. I think I'll stick to Diego for now. At least Diego and Angkun know each other. So that makes sense. He has no idea how to play in that role, though. Well, the role he knows. He hates the new position. Just like with the striker stuff, you know, he hated it the entire time. Still scored pretty well on 3 points of finishing. And I will also, I will put back the training of Juan to shadow striker. I don't think it's useful to train him in a position that he's no good at. So far. We might use him there 2 or 3 times and he will learn. That's, I think that's the easier way. But let him get familiar with his role. The rest of them are very familiar with what they're doing right now. I've seen repeatedly in the last few matches, apparently we seem to have issues with teams that are able to play from the back or through midfield, maybe. So this balanced mid-block thing seems to have an issue there. It might be a good idea to press higher up on the pitch, usually. But we are trying to come up with how we do that. It will just take some time. And then, who knows, maybe we will start positive at some point. It might happen. Conserving, well, yes. And Diego hates playing in a new position. Sure. That said, if he hates it anyway, we might as well put him on extra training here. And I do think we need a backup for in case Zakaria is missing. So maybe sign somebody in the next transfer window. Not sure. He's unhappy because what? Should be more technical attacking training. Well, but there is outfield training somewhere, isn't it? Also, technique is not your major concern, man. Your major concern is attacking movement. He thinks it's not beneficial. Yeah, this is a good guy. He's great. He knows everything better, obviously. Osman Mohammed. He can go back to trying to be a striker, I think. In our case, this would be pressing forward. I doubt he will make it though. Dabidin. He tried to play way out of trouble. It didn't work. Well, no. He tried to get rid of the trade. That's what I'm saying. It's late. Okay. It's not that late, actually. This one should do a coaching course, it says. I'm not sure. I think we'll keep him as he is for now. So, is there... Oh, there's an ad running. Tactical meeting coming up, okay. Look at that. You see that? 7,674 tickets sold out of 40k capacity. People are flocking to the stadium. At least for now. So that's good. Not sure if that's more than last time though. Yep, definitely. I will go back to this though. Give me a second. Financial situation. We are at 55k. It's your job, Mies, to remember this number. 55,487. That's where we were. Now let's go to team selection. Let's win this match. And afterwards we will look how much we gained. Yeah, that's fine. As long as you well, as long as you can remember it, because I can't. And obviously a pen and a paper does not exist here. So I can't put it down or make a screenshot or something. That would be too easy. Also, you need a job, right? Okay. Well, to be fair, you do the kits. That's a lot of stuff. And thanks for all the feedback all the time for the stream. Like, honestly, it helps me a lot. Oh, alright. Even though 50% of it seems to involve additional work. Like the stuff with the blurbs. So, there's issues here. The major issue that I can see immediately. The major issue is that Da Costa Lima cannot be with us. Because we have too many foreign players, apparently. We could have... Well, then we will need to take somebody from the United 21. Please tell me somebody is able to play here. Umar. For some reason, Umar is registered. Same as Ahmad. Who is Umar? Well, he may play in midfield, actually. Contrary to Ahmad. He's also fairly pro. Sure. Welcome to the squad, Umar. Why not? So there's that. Then morale is an issue here overall. But let's do our position instructions first. I just need to remember to talk to the players afterwards. I know. Good news. So... This guy seems to be a decent finisher, and that's about it. Not sure what to do with him. Very good. That's a poacher, isn't it? Doesn't play as a poacher, though. That's not poacher. I don't know what this is. Might be deep lying forward or something. I may want to mark him tightly, but he has good off-the-ball movement. May just get away from his marker, not sure. This one's right-footed only, so that's an easy one. At least it should be. Showing him to the left gives him an easier time on the goal, though. Same issues here. Good dribbler, bravery and strength are absurdly low, though. Roslan. Dribbling is low, bravery is low, strength is low. I think we can do hard tackles here. In general. Otherwise, he is a decent player overall from the perspective of technical and mental capabilities. So maybe close him down, but not really. I think we'll show him to the right foot though. It's hard. His passing is good enough that he can pull off stuff. Crossing is okay, but at least for the floated kind, we should be able to defend fairly well against jumping reach 2 and jumping reach 2. That said, they have good off-the-ball movement and anticipation, so for the lower crosses this is dangerous. Nordin, no crossing whatsoever. His passing is outstanding though. Off-the-ball movement's only an 8, most likely. So push touch seems decent. The rest isn't. Tight marking most likely. Triggering the press will not do much. Tackling hard is definitely a thing. We could also set somebody straight on his heels. Good tackler in general, sadly. Chances are he will remain in the back. Okay, which means this is the attacking one. This is the more attacking one. Should still be marked out of the match with that off-the-ball movement. And same here. He's not strong. So we can probably treat him with a certain degree of force. Composure and first touch are low too. He doesn't seem to like competition on the ball, I guess. Jean-Eugene Silverai. Very good dribbler, very fast. Crossing's decent, passing's really bad. I guess showing him to the wicked foot is a good idea. First touch is great, composure's low, not sure. Maud Khalil, not to be confused with our goalkeeper. Well, former goalkeeper. Dribbling's low, bravery is okay, strength is could be better, could be worse. First touch and composure combination seems decent. He doesn't like passing though. I would argue it's probably not a good idea to leave him open all the time. That said, marking him tightly is probably also not exactly needed. If we up further on the pitch maybe. We can try to show him to the wicked foot, so to the inside. And there it should usually be very congested. Yeah, closing him down will not help much. Shuhai Fukai. Passing skill is absurdly bad. Well, it's a central defender after all. They usually have that. Heading skills low. Jumping and strength are lowish. So that might imply floated crosses. Composure's low, first touch is low. Press him. If we can. Depends a little bit. If the defensive line is high enough, he might react negatively to it. This one has very bad marking skill. Can we do something about that? Jumping reaches are free. Passing's a 7 though, so marking him might be a good idea. Off-the-ball movement is no good. In general, due to the low jumping reach, I think tight marking might be a good idea here. What do you think? Dribbling is also fairly low, but he has some strength, not sure. And then we have Modnor. Good crosser, bad passer. Crosses early, knocks the ball past the opponent. Has no first touch whatsoever, but some composure 6. So triggering the press on him, tackling him hard and showing him to the inside. That's it. Yeah. And we believe the goalkeeper as he is. Overall jumping on the right defensive side seems reasonable. This is no jumping skill whatsoever. That's an 8. He's a 5. I'm not sure if this says floated crosses already, but we have 2 guys in the middle that can jump towards floated crosses. Might be a good idea. We might just leave it as it is. Fairly narrow through the middle is not the worst idea, is it? They both can tackle though. So maybe, well, he can't. So one of the two can tackle. Okay. Next up, I guess we need to give him feedback for last match. He did not concede, so this is good. We will praise that. Well done. Don't want to praise the conduct again. This works. That's it. He in general trains really well ever since he plays a lot, so I'm okay with that. Form says, well, really good passing. 3 out of 3 tackles. We'll praise that. Mahazir. How's it going for him? Last match was great. I guess the heading. Imperious in the air is what they tell, right? Yep. Go for that. Training's fine. Amamu. I have my issues with his decline, I would argue. Heading isn't good either. 6.8 only. We'll praise the tackling. Am I willing to risk... Well, the passing is also good. Am I willing to risk criticism on the heading? I can't. So, never mind. Yep, Jonathan. Great development in training so far. I would definitely keep him in here. But I think Johor DT have another opinion on that. Tackling's perfect. So let's praise that. The whole one tackle, it was perfect. And then we have the form 6.90. Could be better, could be worse. Norman Angkun's available. Norman Angkun plays. Norman Angkun's training could be better. He says he's been working hard, okay. That one tackle was good. Creativity was, well, not that impressive. That should do. Anything else here? Form. Don't think I want to touch the form. It was better last time and I think we praised him. Diego. Training rating is bad. Oh, there you go. 6.9 rating last time, came on at minute 65. No tackles. 1 key pass and that's it. It could be better, it could be worse. I think I'll try to warn him about last match and the lack of chances created. Okay, he accepts. Great. Baru. Wonderful training performance, as usual, given that he plays like 90 minutes every match. That is to be expected somehow. He gets a lot of experience. That said, the lack of chances created is no good. So I will criticize that. He accepts, and now we will praise his passing on top of that, or not. There's that. Juan. We did already comment on his training, it seems. Tackling 3 out of 3 is good too. Here. Did we criticize last game? Lack of chances created, maybe. Yep. Maybe he's getting better. Shit. He's in decline. 7.45 is not impressive to me anymore. Passing overall is good. Tackling was decent. I guess I praised the passing. Lack of chances created is hard in these circumstances to praise. I'd rather not. Right. Then we have Elbug. He missed a penalty. That is no good. Did I criticize him for it already? I will not praise his game. He will not accept it. Training could be better too. I guess the conduct it is. Oh, I can't. So, development is a bit low. Form is 6.94. Could be better, could be worse. No comment on Elbug, I guess. And then the rest I will leave as it is, I think. Maybe comment on one or two. Not Fazile. Trains well, might as well praise him for that. He did not play last time, so not much else to say. Fajrul Hisham might have made an appearance if I recall correctly. Yeah, came on, played 6 passes. So no issues there, but that's about it. And he didn't create any chances, so we will tell him. Here. Much better. Bakrula didn't make an appearance, did he? Nope. Hasnodin did, most likely. Wow. Well, I was hoping for regular normal training on this guy, but apparently he's one not to train well. And if this persists throughout the entire season, despite him being on the pitch repeatedly, we may need to sell him for the good of his career. He can play somewhere else. Because somebody that doesn't train well will not have a future over here. Passing's good. I don't think it was his fault, to be honest. Maybe praise that one tackle. To be fair, he came on when they were exhausted. And he was on the pitch while 2 penalties were created. And still didn't help. Umar is new. Doesn't really belong here. Might as well praise his training there. That's it. Bandlal Pekka trains well. He's on inside forward training, but I think we'll put him back to Shadow Striker. Maybe he gets better in time. To be fair, he did develop a little bit recently. Yeah, no, well, he would have been gone if somebody would have wanted to buy him. I still think it's a mistake that I brought him in. But, you know, I gotta make mistakes too. The Soul is okay. Didn't play. Not much to say. Did Vandal Pekka? Wow. Well, he created a chance. So I can't really blame him for anything here. Olegs Raj came on and decided to throw away the next penalty. 2 penalties and none of them were scored. Came on, missed a penalty, went away. That's it. Not much to say. I don't think I want to criticize him for that though. Okay. Now we have it all, don't we? Floated cross is another thing. Going through the middle might, well, tactically speaking, be a good idea. From the perspective of who's good defensively, I'm not so sure if that's the right approach. In fact, these wingers are fairly bad, tackling and positioning wise. Oh, that's a striker. I moved in the wrong direction. He's a 9. He's an 11. I think we'll keep it as it is. If we do not create chances, we might need to go down the wings and stretch play a little bit. Alright. By the way, Mies, if you're still around. Looks like it. By the way, Mies, if you can hear me right now. Is there, like, did you find how's it called? The blurb menu? Did you find a menu to suggest stuff? Or is it not there and I need to deal with it at some point? You didn't? Okay. But is there a menu, well, is there at least a menu for the rest of it? Or like, you know, the menu from that is paid from beats and bits? Because I sure as hell set that up, because it required me to do so. So that should be component 2, whatever that means. I don't know, there should be components around the stream somewhere or in chat or something. And then there should be panels, and I disabled the panels. I don't know, maybe it's in chat. Okay. What do we tell them? It's a rivalry. I want to win. It's a home game. There's some inspiration on some of them. You found it? Okay, thanks for looking. So, if you find a way to recommend blurbs in there, maybe I can actually test it on stream whilst I'm live. Cause where is it? My stream's blurbs here. I don't want to press any wrong buttons here. But I should be able to enable it if you recommend this or that, so that you can use it from channel points. Okay, what do we tell them? We trust them. Make a difference. Alright, I need a new bottle of Coke anyway, so take your time, we'll have a short break. BRB. I have water, I have Coke. That sounds wrong. Anyway, let's go. One derby match against Kuching coming up. At home, 8,000 people in the stadium. Budget set at 50, well, not budget. I guess our bank account set at 55k prior to this match. We whoa, it's also about position in the league. So we absolutely need to win this. It's not only about the bragging rights anymore, it's about more. Go! Well done, Christopher. Elbug wins the heading duel. Von Servin finds Baru out on the wing, all on his own, followed by Free, who loses the ball immediately. Get another cross, and Ahmad Nizam is forced to concede a corner. Great start. Go a little closer, right? It's weird. There's people in the stadium. What's going on here? Don't let them shoot. Yes, create a turnover. Exactly. Angkun. Counter attack. Bad pass. Baru. Run, 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 run. He's not that fast. Run. Now cross. Oh. Intercepted by Mod Khalil. It was good though. Nice. Is it offside? Not yet. Christopher. Back to Juan. Nice. That's a penalty. It's not a penalty. Well, penalties don't help us anyway. Still. What a scene. No chances yet. Well, the non-chances were definitely on our side so far. Good one. Nice. Run, Christopher. He's also not that fast. Cut inside. Wrong. Wrong decision. Should have cut to the right. Terengganu took the lead against Kedah. That doesn't help. And apparently we take the set piece instead. Alright. 5 minutes, we had one shot. They didn't have any so far. I wouldn't want to overinterpret this. But it seems like we have some control of the match so far. Diego, Angkun. That's a good ball by Diego. That'll be another corner. Not too bad. Well, maybe the rivalry will push them to new heights, performance-wise. Also not bad, that'll be another corner. Flick on by Elbug if I saw that correctly. Christopher... That might result in a shot. Closing down! Is this offside? It is. Good for us. Good for us. Not much gets created so far. Silverai shown to the weaker foot. There's a pass that might be dangerous. And it's another corner. Feels like we should push up higher again. I'm not so sure. We give them that much space here. Or maybe increase the pressing only. That's a nice combination. Doesn't result in anything though. Well, who is that? Was it Baru? He didn't seem to make the effort to run. Well, we don't... Who are they? This is the central defender. Who's Fukai? The other central defender. So the central defenders have space on the ball. They have time. Not an issue. The rest of them, they are marked rather tightly most of the time. Ooh, that's dangerous. Nice save by Jinsusim. The angle was a bit tight, but still was a good chance. Well created by them. So instead of praising them all the time, I should probably try to deal with it. That said, it's 20 minutes in. Nice save. That's good. Picked up by Baru. Will he play a... That's not a well-timed pass and not a good one either. The only thing it was well is well misplaced. Christopher. Yes. He doesn't take a shot. Nice dribble though. Kuan. No good. I think the problem with them distributing the ball in that way is that they can pass through our defense. That seems to be the issue for now. That's intercepted though. Elbug. That's a good pass towards Juan Servin. He had the chance. Okay. We will change this a little bit. Shorter passing and so on, I think that's fine. Failing arrow is not an issue. We do create chances through the middle, it seems. At least for now. So... let's push them a little bit by making the defensive line a little higher. So that space in between them on the pitch is, well, restricted, I guess. We did not have a single foul yet. If it remains that way, we might go get stuck in at some point. Nice one. Oh. Fast goal. How? So free. We could have definitely made something from there. So far there's not much of an issue with Diego in defensive midfield either, which is good. He loses the ball. Intercepted by Diego. Back to Yap Jonathan. Nice. Amamu. Maybe change sides? No, he goes through the middle. That's alright. Angkun. Good ball. Baru.
Hey, you didn't remember.
There's the goal.
Are you quite sure
Oh. Finally. Also, thank you very much for the follow. Yep, I liked it. So, now the question is, did it come from a tactical change though? I'm not so sure. Might have been nothing in particular. 10 follows left until we reach our next goal. By the way. I guess this is pronounced Medi Macron, maybe. Or Madi Macron, I don't know. Hopefully it has nothing to do with the French president. On the other hand, there's probably worse people on this planet. Says the German. Not bad. That should be easy to intercept for Diego, yes. Yep, Jonathan again. Do we bring the game to them now? It seems like it. Shin Si-sung also had, well, the opportunity to save the day already. So now we need to make sure that he's entirely unemployed for the remainder of the match. Maybe with the exception of the odd possession pass. Storming? Well, it's rather calm here. So that might be a Ruhrpott thing for now. What? Why? I mean, Diego was out there, but that pass was really ambitious. Elbug, Angkun... No, Diego. Was a bit much. Take him down. Well. Nice! And then he loses it subsequently. Shin Si-sung claims the ball though. So these high crosses usually should be claimed by the goalkeeper or by one of our central defenders. We shouldn't have much of an issue there. We could go even higher with the defensive line, come to think of it. No! Oh! That is not a penalty. It was just a block. Well, now we face a penalty. Come on, Shin Si-sung. He hit the corner, but nothing else. I'll try to encourage him after this penalty. That's not good. Seems like they are able to hit the back of the net from a penalty, quite contrary to us. Oh, Jesus. Could have been so much better. Ooh. That was the only foul in the match, by the way. Well, the only one that was committed by us. So it seems to be a very fair match so far. It's not that bad. Van Serven didn't turn though. Amamu again. Doesn't go for Elbug. Mahazir. Not Nizam. Out on the wing maybe? I think we need to stretch play after all. Not bad. Angkun. That's bad though. So, stretch play a little bit, please. Fairly narrow can go away. Ahmad Nizam. Alright, 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 alright. Long ball maybe? That's not bad. That's even better. This left defender is really interesting. And that is a vital intervention and not a penalty. You gotta be kidding me. Ah. Oh. Juan again. He's not a good passer. That, though, will probably find Baru. That's not a good pass either. Might still work. Go! Go past him! Yes! Way too late. Doesn't matter, we still had a good chance. Nice shot. Well, nice header. From the amount of chances created in the game, I think we definitely deserve to get a result here. That penalty. That was controversial to say the least, at least for me. So now we try to push them a little more. That should be offside. It is not offside. Okay. Cool. Christopher seems to have issues so far. Goalkeeper stays on the line. I'm not sure if I agree with that decision. Get it! Yes, nice. Run. Just go. Don't delay play. I want to change something here. Let's switch these two a little bit. He can't dribble, but he can cross and he has a good eye. Well, actually, probably two. That is a reasonable build-up play. Nice. Okay. So we disrupted it. I think there's not enough force in our... I know that we just conceded a penalty, but I think there's not enough force in our build-up play. Okay, that hit the post. So... not in the build-up play, sorry. In the kind of recovery that we're going for. We don't know how to do high block. We'll try to do it anyway, I think. Let's go. We need to practice this, it seems. Might as well do it in this match. Elbug. Wow. And yet another no penalty. But Servant was in the area there. So, what's with the higher pressing now? Well, okay. Don't be too forceful. I'm warning you. Okay. So Chinsu-sum does his job. Alright. I'm not sure. Draw so far. Without that penalty, that would have been a reasonable result. We didn't create that much. Am I unhappy with this? Don't know. I think overall I'm not happy with it. Alright, that fired a bunch of them up. These guys I will encourage. Everyone here, everyone that doesn't have a green rating will get a warning. We'll try this. Maybe this is how Football Manager works after all. I'm not sure. Okay. No negative reactions. Maybe it is that easy after all. And these guys, encourage them. I have faith in you. We will have a minuscule break and then we will have the second half. Okay, second half in the derby. We do try to go for it now. Play in a, I guess not in a more attacking fashion, but in a more aggressive fashion for sure. Alright. Diego followed by a striker. They seem to follow a lot actually. Yeah. They do press. Simple possession pass by Amamu. Cycling it. One serving. Not going to the left. That's great. Why Angkun? It's a corner. Okay. It could have been so great. That was well misplaced. Well, the tackle was great, but the ball was rolling. It would have been a perfect assist for Norman Angkun if he had just decided to run for it. He would have also taken a goal after this corner though. Was a bad idea. We do create chances. Possession's a bit low. And then we have something like this. Okay. Push out of the penalty area. Nice save. Would have been offside anyway. Yep, Jonathan is still apprehensive. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, it's Derby. He doesn't like big matches, isn't it? That might be the thing. Angkun missed the opportunity to go towards wherever Baru was pointing. Nizam. Elbug. That will not help. Okay. So, we know that he's apprehensive. 6.6 rating so far. Let's bring on the other guy. Let him go forward too. Cross more often, I'm not so sure. Yeah, actually he's good at that. Dribble less, yeah, that's all fine. At least I think it is. Sure. So he's obviously the worst of the two, but we'll still use him this way. He's apprehensive too. I don't know what's going on with Christopher. You know what? Monlalpeka makes an appearance. That's obviously of quite a decline in quality. But maybe he wants to make an appearance and do something for a change. Is there anyone else that needs to be replaced? Don't want to take off Diego. Not yet. Didn't do badly. To be honest, I'm not happy with Amamu. But I'm not sure if I want to have Fakrula on the pitch for him, for example. So you just go for it. Now he's on a yellow card and I want to see Fakrula. I think also Diego's exhausted. Perfect. Shall we bring on Malik? Sure. Malik will take over here. And we will bring on Fakrula for Amamu. So build-up play changes a little bit. It's... Tackle harder is probably a bad idea on him there. It is less reliable now, I think. But maybe that results in more long balls, and that's exactly what we need. I'm not sure. In fact, I'm not sure about a lot of stuff today. Things. Yes. Great. One serving finds Elbug Chagtsel. That was the wrong decision. Could have gone all the way through the middle. This way. It's just a corner. Without that penalty, they would barely have had a chance. One Elbug hits the crossbar. Bakrula going back to Van Lalpeka. Mahazir and up the volley. Out on the wing is Servin, waiting for it. Angkun. Overall play is decent. I just need to get it into the goal. 10 minutes left. Elbug's exhausted. Let's try to ping on a youngster. Olegs comes on. We will put him on support duty. And he can shoot more often. He's good at that. Dribble less. I don't think he can do that. And taking fewer risks. I'm not sure. Taking fewer risks. So that's a little bit more attacking at least. You know what? Roam a little bit. Same as Juan. We have a few minutes left. Let's try to create something. A 16-year-old that turns this match, well, in our favor. That would be great. Get it. That's not getting the ball. That's losing it. Leak. Bakrula with a nice long ball towards Servin. Does this count? Apparently we get a corner. They subbed somebody. 7 minutes left. Oh, in fact they subbed a few people already. This one has no jumping skill whatsoever. He's a little better though. Definitely hard tackle here. Marking tightly does not seem useful, but I'd rather not create an incident now. Crossing is decent. Left-footed, so we show him to the right in this case. Maybe show him a little bit to the inside. Passing's really bad. I don't know. Not sure if I do want him to be closed down or not. This one is a good dribbler. Bravery and strength are very low. Seems like they have a type in attacking. They want dribbling, technically gifted players, and to carry it into the penalty area. Well, one Servin. Show us what you can do. That's not good. In fact, that's really bad. Could you please... Okay, failed at the tackle. Who was that? Baru. That's better. Sure. That piece has never created anything, right? We still might turn this match in our favor though. Mali? Wow. Well, he tried. Again, Mali deflects off the wall. Malik has good free kick taking. His long shots could do with an improvement, but generally, that's a 7. Free kick taking 10, technique 11. Not too bad. Angkun takes the corner, okay. Yes. Wasting time is not an issue here. I'm sure. Everybody expects a draw, so I want to win. Why did we bother to watch in the first place? Last 1.5 minutes. Okay. Tempo of the passing seems good. This is offside, isn't it? And that's the end of the match highlight. So it's yet another draw. It was all about the penalty. Or maybe it was about not creating that much. But then again, we created basically 2 expected goals from nothing. Whilst, well, they had 3 shots. 3 shots on target. Two of these were created with some decent dribbling. And 1 was the penalty. Who's responsible for giving away that penalty? Was it Amamu? I am disappointed. That I am. Any specific comments? Yes, for him. Yep, Jonathan, well, he tried, but he was nervous for the majority of the match. Diego was nervous too. So, we now have 14 points, Kuching have 11. We missed a chance to win, yeah, that's about how it feels. He did get some time on the pitch now. As a winger though. Didn't help much. So, most important part now. 63 means we won 8k by this, and that's about it. So, that 6,769. So everyone basically. Kuching's entire fan base was in our stadium, more or less. We had 900 people in there that were supporting us. But the bigger issue here for me is this means that we earned maybe €1 per fan. Is that what it is? Yes. Yeah, true. And, well, I have an idea. This overview existed last season. So, last season when we played against Kuching, because this should be comparable, right? To a degree. Also depends on the weather and stuff, but... Oh. So last season we had 8,233 in the stadium. At home. And this season it's 7,670, so less. We didn't play against Harini last season, we did play against Johor. 735 versus... Where's Johor? That was away. 1,217. Viewership goes down. That's not a fair comparison. Armed Forces was a match last season. 160. 2 away fans. Armed Forces this season is... No, the last one, 202. Away. It seems like there are less people in the stadium so far. Your guess is as good as mine. Not sure. So our reputation increased, but the viewership went down. Why would that be? Says the fans like the player. He might have been very much liked last season for scoring all that much. And we did sub a few players. Well, we traded them in for somebody else. None of these have been loved by the fans. Elbug is. Olegs is not loved by the fans. I don't think, not even Zakaria. And he's from our own, well, he's from our own youth intake to a degree. From the siblings club, so I guess that doesn't count. Still, what do I make of that? Feels like financially we cannot really insist that the season would need to be better from that perspective. But we didn't increase ticket prices. If we think about that, it's 11,160, so yeah, it's fairly easy. It must have been like 3K prior to that. The month is, it's running since 9th of April. Well, maybe not. Did we have friendly or something? There might have been tickets from the under-21s matches in there. Come to think of it. That, or it's, well, it's probably not paid in euros, come to think of it. Yeah, they had matches. The one against Keda, under-21s. 514 people watched that. 514 watched the under-21s. And we're trying to focus on the senior squad. Alright, a whole 18 were there for the friendly against Mix. So that's okay. I expected as much. But it's still, that means we get like €1 per ticket. It's basically nothing. So we need to generate player sales if we want to make money. Or not spend as much. Well, next up is Bukit Tambun. We hammered them by 4 or 5 goals last time. To be fair, the season is fairly similar to the last one. Last one did also start fairly well. And then we had some issues at some point. And given that we changed formation and tactics, well, not that much, but a little bit. Zakaria wasn't around, Diego needed to play. He's being rested for a day. Okay, who did that? Did I do that? I mean, it makes sense, but... Next match is some days out. I think we can do that. We had the pole position and we gave it away. What's your expectation for the season, Mies? Wow. Just wow. I think I remember last time we had issues. Honestly? Okay. Well, champion in the league, though. I mean, it's possible. We did get it last season. So we should be able to get it this season with an improved squad. Improved. At least on paper, Amamu is better. In practice, though, first of all, his form. 6.82. Okay, it could be worse. 6.76, that was not what I expected of him. But there's also the complementary decline in playing skill, I think. Oh, it doesn't show here. Never mind. So maybe he went up and then he went down again. That might be an issue. That, or he declines in stuff that he doesn't need. That's also a possibility. Looked way worse here, so. Okay. Mahasir had minor problems with injuries, I think. We bought that to a degree. 6.93 though is not a big issue so far. Ahmad Nizam is, funnily enough, he's in development at the age of 26. 6.91 in comparison to Badrul Hisham's what last season? 6.95. Doesn't matter. Also, it's not his fault, sorry. But he plays fairly well. In fact, most of them do. Elbug doesn't really. So maybe Olegs Raj might make an appearance more often than not. I know at least one person that would like that. I'll include a bathroom break here. See you in a minute or two. BRB. No, no, I'm just stupid. You're not deaf. In the process of looking up stuff about Batu Kawan in Malaysia, and apparently I was unable to press the hardware button correct. Thank you very much for reminding me. Sarawak is the largest amongst the 13 states, by the way. It encompasses an area almost, well, it's almost as big as Peninsular Malaysia. And Peninsular Malaysia is, you know, the stuff over Singapore. Population is nearly 3 million as of 2023. 2.9 million people live in Sarawak. The problem is most of them do not live in Kuching, if I see that correctly. I might be mistaken. Kuching has a population of... city of Kuching has a population of 400,000 people. Metropolitan area 723,000. To be honest, there is no reason why we would not have higher influence in terms of supporters. I mean, it might take a while, but there's 500,000 people around. So maybe at least 5,000 can come to matches. That shouldn't be much of a demand. But apparently it is. And I have no idea why. In terms of supporters in the stadium? Sure. Yeah, where can I can probably find this on the league stats, right? That's team detailed. Attendances here. We're not even that bad. Is this is this season? Well, okay, this contains the Kuching match. Great. So this is heavily skewed right now. So against us, well, in our favor, I guess, but long term against the real number. It's not really fair. Harini is rock bottom though. Armed forces from Kuala Lumpur too. That's probably because there are two different clubs in there that have well, that are well known, and it might be similar for us. So it might be just due to the fact that Kuching exists as a club, because they have a majority of the attendance apparently. It might go down with time though. But as you can see here, a bunch of them have like at least five times the attendance that we have. And let's say they also only demand basically €1 per supporter. That's still a ton of money in comparison. On the other hand, Harini has like Armed Forces, Bukit Tambun, Harini, even Kelantan. Well, but the rock bottom, the bottom three, they have no capability to remain in the league, I think. From that perspective, they don't have the money. And if they have it, well, I don't know where it comes from. So that also means from that perspective that any player sale that generates anything is probably a plus. Yeah, true. That's the eastern part of Borneo, right? So maybe it's the only big football club around, or the only one at all. I'm like, I wouldn't know. Maybe one of these clubs here does have. Maybe one of these clubs is located in Eastern Borneo too. I doubt it though. I think there's 3 Borneo clubs on here. Sabah, Kuching, and Sarawak United. And Sarawak United, formally speaking, don't belong there. So it's just, it might also be that Borneo is just vast. and most of the people there don't want to come. Then again, Kuching is fairly big. 500,000 people is not that bad. That should be possible. It's more or less Nuremberg size. If I got that correctly. Might be weird from the road pop perspective, but that's a populated area. Yeah, Nuremberg is about 500,000 people, not including Fürth, obviously. So, and yeah, you know, the whole metropolitan area. In Dortmund? Okay. I thought it was bigger. Well, to be fair, but at the border of the city begins another city, right? So but how big's Gelsenkirchen population wise? 150? 250. So Gelsenkirchen is about as half as big. And then what's near you? What other cities are there? Duisburg is close. Yeah, Bochum, Essen, yeah. Duisburg, Düsseldorf, Wuppertal. That's the bigger ones. Essen. So all of these have some population too, sure. So that makes a few million. And then to some way to the south is Cologne. Well, Köln to us. So, but the intake actually is quite impressive from that perspective. If you think about it that way, I never did that. But thinking about it that way, if there's like 500k people living in Dortmund, and the stadium contains what, 80k people, something like that. How's it called these days? Signal Iduna Arena, whatever. Fuck. So that means that more than 10% of the population of Dortmund watch the matches, given that it's mostly sold out, if I recall correctly. That's quite impressive. Sure, some of them might come from out with a... Yeah, thank you. But it is quite impressive, filling that capacity to that degree. I wasn't aware that the ratio population to people in the stadium is that high. I always thought Dortmund was bigger. In my defense, I don't think I've ever been to Dortmund. Okay. Well, true. I guess for 80,000 people, you need a few. That's probably not in the double digits anymore. Well, maybe. But not 10 people. It'll be a few more. Honey, I'm a motor and a back muscle. For a back muscle. 2 to 3 months. Two to 3 months, man. That's it? A back muscle torn. How? During a weight session in training. If he makes a comeback, I don't know how. He had 7 matches for us. Now he's out for half of the season, more or less. Well, 2 to 3 months is not half of the season. So, wow. Do we want to promise anything? Don't think so, right? I will not guarantee a spot. Because you build more bowmen. So he'll be gone. For now. To be fair, he's a foreign player, so that gives us options. the option is to play Fakrula again. Welcome back to the squad. This is how fast it could go. And also, this means that Ahmad is needed again in the senior squad. Let him be on the bench and he can still play the under 21s there. So you gave them an opportunity to invade via stairs. Is that what happened? Ah, great. I love it. I'm trying to remember. Does Stone deplete in Stronghold? Well, that probably didn't hold last. No, that probably didn't last for long. Yeah. Fair. Alright, let's fiddle with the stuff a little bit. So, last match wasn't any good. We might as well talk to them. Costa Lima didn't play. His performances recently didn't really show anything. I don't know. Not much to say here. Next up is Diego. That sounds like kiting to me. So I hope you did that. Right? You kited them. Passing's good. Only 2 out of 4 tackle. Oh. So they went into the main building and you had to shoot them? I think we can praise him for the passing. Yep. No chances created though, and apparently we can't criticize him yet. Didn't get a yellow card though. Okay. So that's good to know. Elbug, 6.9 rating, didn't score. He did contribute nicely, but that's about it. The lack of goal score recently is concerning. If he continues like this for another additional 2 matches, we will have an issue. Can't really criticize the form just yet. So, I'm not sure what to say about last match, to be honest. He did create a chance, he had one, well, he had 4 shots. Did put him in the back of the net though. "22.5 years old. Holy shit. I wasn't that far off. In fact, it's older than I thought. That's not bad. So, Sakrula had good passing at least. That's alright. Von Lolpeka. He didn't do much. Shouldn't have subbed him on. RC didn't play. Was not in did. Came on in minute 62. 2 tackles, 8 passes. He did nothing wrong, and the problem is he also did nothing right. But, well, he did something right. In fact, that speaks for him here. Maybe we should let him play. Tackling was perfect, passing was perfect. Mahazir. 2 tackles, 5 out of 5 headers. I guess we go with the headers, or we go with nothing at all. That's all good. He did create a ton, looking at this. So as a creative outlet, we cannot really... It's not his fault. He created 3 chances, had 6 key passes, and none of them were converted. So Juan Servin is not to blame. I'd rather not praise him for it though, it's a 6.7. No, well, I can't do it anyway. That's not too impressive. I think that's a lack of creativity still. Zakaria was suspended. Abdul Malik so far, he never had a really bad match. 14 out of 14 passes is also quite impressive. I'm seriously considering putting Malik on the pitch instead of Angkun. But Angkun's performances recently haven't been bad either, haven't they? He had an assist last time. Well, I don't think I have a strong opinion on it either way. By the way, that guy lifted weights and hurt his back. What's his name? Amamu, close enough. Amamu lifted weights without a weightlifting session. That's okay, we can deal with that. That happens. That's a job for the physio, it barely counts as an injury. He will be very close to the match to recover though. Oh, there's still chocolate over there. Better. I don't know what the oldest game is that I played frequently. Maybe... I don't know. In the last 10 years, I probably touched Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 at some point. Must have been ages ago though, too. So, scouting. He's currently available, would like to be considered as a potential signing. He is a defensive winger, can also operate as advanced playmaker. I guess in attacking midfield here, as an advanced playmaker. Defensive winger is new. Didn't expect that. Let's give him a trial. This one, Safari. Same on the other wing? Well, it says winger here. Again, give him a trial. Toffee Gully. Well, the money on this deal is fairly good. Naga are without a league. He's an 18-year-old, fairly sporting, fast-paced guy that has issues otherwise. I don't think I'm that interested. He would be extremely interested in a transfer though. It's not the kind of player I'm looking for in general. Like, I know, acceleration and, well, the overall quickness is there. Balance is a little off. He has teamwork and work rate. Technique is there too. So, in theory, he might do. In practice though, we already have Da Costa Lima. I don't need a second one. I'll shortlist him for a while and then that's alright. Suhami is probably just too expensive. And I'm not even sure if that's much better than Baru. A bit, yes, but not much. Okay. Well, that is true. He might also be a good signing in general in terms of quality. I do not think we want to afford him though. Ahmad Asri. Left-footed person. Could be a winger and an inverted winger. That seems fairly good. Former Kedah player. Let's bring him in. Bukit Tambun were under a lot of pressure against Pahang. I think we will do the same. Malalpeka's hurt. We will have 3 trialists here. Says we should focus on the possession phase. Okay. Attacking corners and defending corners. Alright, we'll do that. How did we win tactically last match against him? So there should be analytical data here. Average positions in our squad were... It's a bit wide. Seems. That probably won't help much. They do seem to play a 4-4-2 at number 16. If I look at that, number 16 seems to have cut inside a lot. Well, cutting inside is probably the wrong way to phrase it. But number 16 seems to have followed number 20. That's Christopher. So, who's number 16 in their squad? This Adriano guy. We forced him to cut inside, to cut inside and alongside Christopher, and then we overlapped. Okay. Is this a concept for the next match? Well, it is something. How do we feel about repeating that? Great. Thomas still exists, by the way. One is still considered to be a mercenary. Would be great if he developed some sense of loyalty, but I doubt that. Sure. Sure. Good luck with that. Did go well last time. Well, if the demand is that we are crowned champions this season, matches like these need to be won under any circumstance. What is wrong with you? They're all complaining about the lack of technical attacking training. Well, okay, we don't do that, but we do outfield training. That counts. That counts. I will not change it. Yeah, seems to have developed negatively from the perspective of character, but also positively. Okay. This overall... we're not really getting into interesting territory just yet. But the physicals overall, they will do. To a degree. Actually. As a central defender in Malaysia, I think. Strength could do with some improvement. But it's mostly about the defensive positioning, marking. Decision making is decent, composure is fairly low. But I think he will figure out the physical side. That's not the issue. Yeah, who cares? This time though, Bukit Tambun will invite us to play at their place. So that's an issue. What is it? I think I recall there were missions where you had to take a castle. Okay. But I got a castle. Does that mean you own one or? Okay. Okay. So the start into the season was great. Now we didn't do well recently. This is an away match against an opponent that is way below us in the league. It should be expected that we win this. The problem is, it's away from home and there's not exactly a lot of confidence in the squad yet. And there's also, well, it comes down to the fact that Elbug didn't score much. Almost 6.9. Shall I criticize him just yet? I will tell him he didn't score much recently. This might be a bad idea. He's happy that I hugged him, okay. Oh, so giving him some positive words did help. His Malay is still basic. It's still basic. After how many years? How much does this course cost? 12,500. No. We cannot afford that. For 1,000 euros I would have done it. But 12k? Wow. No foreign players anymore. They need to learn the language. I don't want that. Does Vandal speak it? His Malay is also basic. Chinsiusum. His Malay is good. What does this mean? He doesn't need a language course anymore. So, in theory, well, they are around the club at the same time. So people learn it at different pace, I guess. And Juan? Did you pick up the first? No, he didn't. 41 weeks only for Juan. Probably because he doesn't need to learn a new alphabet in comparison to Chinsiu-sim. I have no idea what the alphabet is in Malaysia, actually. It's not worth 10k though. Or is it? We have other players that didn't learn it up until now either. 11k under Castalema. If it's worth it for Juan Servan, it's also worth it for Elbug. Then again, we might lose one of the two and we might have spent 10k on them. On the other hand, if they don't speak the language, how do we expect them to perform well on the pitch? And I do have issues with pushing the morale these days. All of their good performances in training do not really contribute much. His form is decent. There's no use taking him off. But Rol Hisham can maybe have a surprise appearance sometimes. Same with Juan. I don't see much of an issue there. Olegs Raj tries to train well at least. You need to lift, man. And also your natural fitness is really low. Mod Hazazi Harsi. Harsi didn't play recently. We could try to do another approach against Bukit Tambun and not try to go with the overlapping tactic. But I think overlapping in this situation was what worked last time, so we will do it again. Malik trains well. No issues with Mahrzir either. Vestos Vandal Pika, well, from the bench maybe. There's just no room for him in the squad. We could use him as a striker actually, but I doubt that this is the good idea. Wow. Quality of the ball movement certainly went up nicely. It was actually this month. Doesn't show here. Look at that. A whole point of improvement in 1 month. If he continues like that, maybe we should offer like 10 or 20k for him after all. That's probably not enough though. Johor DT does not trade in that amount of money. I do not really have a strong opinion on Christopher's recent performances, I think. It says 7.10. The last 3 matches were really bad. Well, not really bad, but rather bad. He's been better. The numbers disprove me though. So apparently his overall rating is better than last season, despite not having the assists or the goals yet. Housey barely makes an appearance though. We should bring him on at some point. Alright. Let's have a look at the next opposition. So, the goalkeeper is a bad passer. Kicking and throwing is also bad. So, it would be a good idea to force him to distribute in a long manner. He's no good at it. Also has low composure. The first touch is 1. So pressing the goalkeeper in general is a good idea. If we can. I'll just put it in here. Let's remember that later on. Adriano was the one that had issues last time, because he was faced with our overlapping combination. We can definitely show him to the wicker foot. He is right-footed only. It does seem like he can jump, and he can cross a ball. No good header. Marking's low, positioning's low. Acceleration and pace might be an issue here. Despite him being a little bit faster than, for example, Harsey, who's only an 8 pace-wise, I think. I think Christopher's faster. So he should have problems there. First touch and composure combination doesn't seem that impressive either. I'm not sure if I want to close him down though. On the other hand, well, it depends on the rest of the squad, right? Dribbling's low, bravery's low, strength is not that impressive either. But let me put it that way, it's at least a normal tackle. I don't want to give away too many fouls. Evora. Maybe that's French, not sure. Strength is an 8. Decent central defender overall. Last time he needed to cope for the incapability of Adriano to cope with the overall right wing situation for them. So from our perspective, left wing. First touch is very low, composure is very low. Passing is very low. I think in general, not marking him tightly. That would not work anyway. He's rather strong, but he might not appreciate being pressed. And well, hard tackling, I think we will not do due to the strength. So Kipley. That's another central defender. He's really bad with the heading. Positioning's decent, marking is bad, composure is low, first touch is low. Passing is a 6. Technically challenged. Knocks the ball past the opponent, funnily enough. This is not a central defender. In theory, but he can cross the ball. He can't really defend well in the center. The only issue is we need to exploit it. And I'm not sure if we can. See, none of these is exclusively one-footed. This crossing maybe a 6 or a 7. First touch and composure combination is average. Strength is there, bravery is there, dribbling is low. Doesn't really tell us much. Seems like we can ignore him most of the time. At least for starters. It's not specifically the person that needs to be pressed, I think. If it comes to it, yes, but not exclusively. Depends on the situation. I'd rather press the central defenders, they seem to have issues. Yeah, well, the passing's actually not that bad on these central defenders, it's more about the first touch. So they might play a decent pass, but they might lose the ball whilst receiving it. This one has fantastic dribbling skill in comparison to the strength and the bravery. Composure is not high, but the first touch is decent. So probably no hard tackles despite the really absurd physical capabilities. Passing's okay. Crossing is bad though. For a winger, that is. Weird. It does not seem like a winger to me. Just due to the fact that he can't cross a ball. Can pass it though. Off the ball movement's fairly bad. What do you think? Tight mark on a winger? Been ages that I tried that. But it seems like a case of a tight mark, doesn't it? He has bad off the ball movement, acceleration and pace combination is not that high. Anticipation is very low. He has flair. marking him tightly, plus man mark by our left back. Well, maybe not man mark, but marking him tightly. We'll try this. Might help. Well, then obviously showing him to the left. But then again, that shows him to the inside, so he can use his passing, so I'd rather not. I'm not going there. This one has no tackling whatsoever. Oh, we went through the middle last time, didn't we? Yes, we went through the middle. I remember. We went through the middle, we stretched it a little wider, and we switched on the overlap situation, I think. In fact, let's do that immediately. Go through the middle, overlap on the left, and stretch it a little wider. Did we stretch it though? I guess it doesn't hurt. We'll try it. So, dribbling's low, bravery is okay-ish, strength is low. The bravery saves him from harder tackles. Passing's decent, off the ball movement is acceptable. Vision's good. Overall, technically not that gifted, but not that challenged either. Tight marking might be an idea. Seems to have issues on the physical side. Same here. Mark these two out of the match if we can. He's also very prone to losing the ball though, if he's pressed. Well, no, not if he's pressed. Never mind. But this combination, he can't jump, but he's weak. He does not enjoy physical force, and dribbling is a 4 most likely. So that's very low. He also knocks the ball past the opponent. We'll see. Then we have this summary person. Overall technical skill is okay. Right-footed actually, so showing him to the outside is a no-brainer here. Crossing's worse than his passing, so he might not appreciate it. The dribbling's only a 7. For this combination, I told the others to at least tackle normally. Not sure if they will follow through with it, but whatever. Might work, might not. He might just have returned from injury. He's lacking sharpness. A ton. Composure's fairly low, first touch is a 7 only. I think pressing him might work. In general. The overall combination of not being physically strong and being pressed a little bit. Whilst having low composure and low bravery, he might not enjoy it. Rasley, dribbling's low, bravery is low, strength is low. That's an easy one. Go. What else? Well, that's he takes first time shots, I would suspect. First touch is fairly good, finishing's good. Composure is fairly good. Shouldn't be much of an issue. And this guy? I'm not doing anything to him. So that's it. We already set up team instructions. We did not set up floated crosses maybe. Doesn't make sense, floated crosses. Here we go. Go to the match. So let me just give a team talk real quick. Alright. And 1.5 minute break, and afterwards we'll do the match. Okay, so I did do individual talks. I think we're okay. Let's see if we can get a result from this match. Bukit Tambun, away from home. We do field more or less the best squad we have. They have 2 points so far. Let's make sure it remains that way. It's a very wide pitch. At first glance, I did not expect that, to be honest. Should have had a look, maybe. Alright. Shin claims the ball. It was an interesting cross as a start of the match. Guan through the middle. Guan down the wing. What's going on there? He took a knock. What's he got? Doesn't show. Okay. So it's just bad for his endurance, it seems. Or for the condition. There wasn't enough pressure on the center backs here. So maybe we should use a high press again. Whatever happens, we can encourage them. Chinsu Sum with a very questionable... Well, it didn't win well. Translated into maybe an attacking move immediately. There's not much support. Christopher with a cross from deep. Oh, so quickly catches it though. Nice pass. Conservin Baru cuts inside. Not bad. Look at the amount of space on the left wing. Well. Do they play a little wider? Yes, they do. There's a ton of space there. The problem is it's far away from goal. So I'm not sure if that helps. Might have been offside or not. Back to Angkun. Well. Alright, it's something. He's in good form recently, so I'll allow it. Nice cross. And Adriano seems to have issues again. Christopher cuts inside. Zakaria blocked. Well, go after him, please. That's an issue. They are very far out though. And yep, Jonathan defends well. Okay. Still not a single chance for them. That said, the amount of chances we created is not that impressive either. Well done, Juan. He might not get there. Jonathan Christopher. Good dribble. Elbug. That was a little misplaced, sadly. Baru cross. Goalkeeper throws the ball away, it seems. Christopher again. That's a penalty, isn't it? It's not. Yeah, it's an important challenge, of course. If the others do it, it's a well, no. If we do it, it's a penalty. If they do it, it's an important challenge. Well defended. Fakrula, a good pass by Fakrula towards Juan Servin. Servin, that's not offside. Servin, nice. Very good. It took us 11 minutes to unscrew this bottle. That's a good pass. Nice overview. Expected goals is 1 already. I guess that must have been a clear-cut chance, to say the least. Juan and Christopher exchange passes. Finally Elbug? No. He hit the post. Oh, it would have been great for Elbug to finally score. Well done, Jonathan. Elbug on the free kick now. That's just bad heading. But overall I'm very happy with the performance so far. Some of the defensive scenes might have been a little better, on the other hand we defended it well, so that's not good. They had a shot now. I feel like I should push the concentrate button, but on the other hand, that probably won't do us any good. Nice pass. Well done. Still Christopher goes past his man, another one of these. This time Baru is not there to pick it up. Zakaria though. Second one. Perfect. So it seems like Zakaria can take long shots after all. Wasn't even well placed. Okay. So this match goes the way it should go. The only question is, can we continue at this pace? If we keep up the momentum, this probably ends up in in 8 or 9 goals. I doubt that though. We could try to go a little more narrow in the attack now. Seems like there's enough space on this pitch. Will you get it? Yes. Nice. Good job, Juan. Elbug. Is this offside? Yes. I think I'll go narrow. Yes, we created chances from going wide, but there's so much space there. I do not think they will close us down. Nice save. We will start praising the team. Maybe they can keep it up. Christopher... Not for now. Okay. Not claimed by the keeper. Might have been offside, apparently it wasn't. Adriano on the ball again. Adriano is a little bit dangerous. He might also be an inverted wing back, come to think of it. That might also explain his position. Doesn't really invalidate what I said previously, but look at it. He's an inverted wing back. It has nothing to do with the fact that Christopher plays out there. So we need him to mark Adriano. Follow him, please. That's a good opportunity for them. Luckily it didn't result in a goal. This does though. Well, I'm not sure on whom to blame it. Summary would have been offside, but he didn't touch the ball. In fact, he wasn't even close. Well, a little bit, but not sure if that would have been ruled out in real life. Nice ball. Yeah. Well intercepted. Going straight through the middle. That's not the middle just yet. Angkun's shot. Alright. Angkun does not spot Baru for a penetrating pass. Ahmad Nizam goes very wide. Finds Baru. He crosses the ball and it's up as a corner. Okay. Can we do better? It is well defended for now. Christopher with another cross towards Baru. No far post header this time. Ahmad Nizam. We still have it. Saw that coming. Angkun on the ball now, and please don't lose it. Zakaria is not that fast. That seems to be always an issue. Ball towards Zakaria. He has good first touch and all, it's just they are not pacey enough. Because Zakaria isn't. Well defended by Mars here, by the way. Can we maybe get some pace into this scene? Apparently not. Or not enough. Nice dribble by Baru. That's intercepted. Would have been great. Zakaria, Juan on the ball now. Creativity is there. Zakaria again. No, Angkun, wrong direction. Goals on the other side. Dead one, yes. We could encourage them, but that's probably a bit much given that we are still in the lead. It's away from home. And that's another corner. I could demand more. I will demand more. They hate it. Okay. Unsurprising. Well, it's only for 2 minutes. Then I'll have another talk. But I think I'm gonna go and warn against complacency in that situation. Baru, that ball control is really bad. Funnily enough, it seems to work for now. Angkun. Nice pass. Elbug. Balls. And it's yet again called an important challenge. Apparently it's never a penalty. Christopher takes a free kick. That's a corner. Seems like we still have yet another scene to see. Last scene of the first half, probably. One with the corner. Mahazir is not really there. Well, he was there, but so was the defender. That went well. Alright. That's better. Nice pass. Can he get it? Yes. Can Elbug get it? No. To be fair, it was way misplaced. The cross. but I didn't expect much, given the position that Christopher was in. Extra time's over. Christopher still on the ball. Zakaria, Angkun. Ball control's bad, and Elbug is still not there. Last season he would have been there, picked it up and put it in the back of the net, I'm quite sure. So, overall, I think we can be happy with this, but we gotta be careful not to become too complacent here. I'll point it out, quite literally. He's nervous. Why is he nervous all the time? We'll tell him that it hasn't been good enough, I think. Now he's fired up, alright. Yep, Jonathan, do we tell him that he's not been good enough? Despite being nervous? I think so. Yes. He reacts positively to pressure, it seems. At least if it's in accordance with what he expects. And in this case, his performance hasn't been good enough, so we tell him. So, I'll go all out on this now. I think telling if they do not have a green rating, not telling that they haven't been good enough might work. Everybody's fired up. Football Manager is easy. And I think we tell them to keep going. Juan is on an 8.3 rating already. So maybe I'll exclude him. The issue now is if I tell him that he's been fantastic, maybe I tell him, you're playing brilliantly, keep it up. Keep it up implies that he should still commit more. No reaction. I'm always fearful of complacency. Okay, so we need a 30-second break and afterwards we'll watch the second half. Any thoughts on the performance of the match so far, by the way? We do not seem to control it that well in comparison to last time. On the other hand, last time we also had majority of a good... Ouch. Well, Mahazir, that certainly was only the man. I think I'll put it back to wide. To fairly wide here. We had a 3-goal lead last time. Why would you do it? That pass was so misplaced. Wow. Tipped wide by Chinsu-sun. The defender didn't even react. He just waited for the ball to come to him. I think that was Yap Jonathan again. And we should be fairly good in the air, in theory. Apparently it's not a penalty this time. So I guess I'm happy. They rotated, didn't they? No. He's just way out of position. Adriano. Who is that? Evora. Weird. Doesn't claim the ball. Puts it straight towards Baru instead, who runs down the right. Can he beat his man? Can he? Not yet. Okay, free kick by Elbug this time. It's yet another save by the goalkeeper. Elbug does everything to score again. Gotta give him that. He's trying. One with a corner, that's rather floated. So it was easy to defend. Summary, which reminds me, that's another cross, another corner for them. Let's have a look at their defense there. So this guy can jump and he has decent heading. This guy can jump, his heading is shit. Positioning is very low. Positioning is a 10. Positioning is a 10. He does have very absurdly bad marking there. And Adriano could be better too. I do think I want to try something. Let's go low crosses instead. Take that off. Go somewhere. I think despite the bad defensive capabilities on the middle, we might have a better chance on the wing after all. Even though it's a 4-4-2. Well, I don't think it matters much in this situation. We're minute 52. Nobody's really exhausted just yet. Everybody seems to be more or less motivated. Juan Servin is interested. Dangerous. Now we face a corner. From the perspective of expected goals, it's not that impressive anymore. We gave him some time on the ball. Too much, actually. It's still 41% apparently, but it is too much. Alright. Balls again with Baru. Run, 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 run. He's too slow. It's a corner at least. I'm reluctant to encourage them. I do not know what to do with a 1-goal lead away from home. Juan's corner is intercepted. Picked up by Maharzir. Back to Juan. He loses the ball. Juan does not seem to be the one to fight for the ball afterwards. Elbug, that'll not be a shot. Will be a corner. We could take Juan off at some point. He has a good match there. He's also valuable for his well, corner taking skill. Usually he does have good corners. That was a good chance. Didn't really exploit it that well though. I think these guys need to be pressed a little bit more. I don't like it. We'll do that. High press. Move forward. And trigger the press more often. Let's give them something to think about. Because these guys usually should be bad on the ball. But we give them the opportunity to play into midfield. That's just bad. We shouldn't. That should be offside. It's a penalty instead. Come on. Was this really needed? The penalties all the time. That didn't happen last season. Of course. Sure. So now we even have issues with Bukit Tambun. Okay. We will encourage them. I'm not sure if we want to substitute anyone just yet. Can't give him a point. Good pass. Bad ball control here. Elbug loses the ball to one of the midfielders that has like 3 to 6 points of tackling, if I recall correctly. That's not bad. Yes, Baru. Well, what are you doing, Juan? Just get in front of him. It's not that hard. It's also okay. Immediately packed back. Alright. So Norman Angkun gets a goal through. I'm not sure. I don't know. It seemed like coincidence though, more than like constructive build-up play in this situation. That said, chaos is our friend, right? Oh, the lead moves us up to first position? Well, maybe for today. Might be that the rest of them don't play yet. That did not work. Alright. Conceded 2 goals in this match. To be fair, one was a penalty again. But we really need to make sure that... Oh no, that's my fault. He has hard tackles on and he's shitty at tackling. That's the old instruction for Mahazir. I switched the positions at some point. I need to take that off after the match. Well, maybe it's my fault. To a degree at least. Could have avoided it maybe. Jonathan goes wide. Starts forward. Nice. Nice. Could have been a better shot, but otherwise it was really good. And to be fair, Christopher is not known for his goal scoring. Could have laid it off to somebody else though. Ahmad Nizam. Looks like handball now. We're all around their penalty area. Zakaria, Angkun, nice pass. Elbug. Is it offside? Apparently not. So? It seems like the technical change did work. At least that's my interpretation of it for now. Let's have a look at that again. Zakaria, Angkun, Elbug. Back to Zakaria. He's the one. Adriano is the one caught out of position, I guess. And Baru is clinical in his goal scoring, apparently. To think that we pay this guy 200 euros a week only, and we actually considered not extending his contract because he was too expensive. Well, I stand corrected for now. There's also a performance-based fee in there for assists, though. That's well intercepted. Nice mental fortitude by him. He was concentrated and he figured it out. That's also decent. But apparently nothing came of it, alright. So we could bring on Van Lalpeka as well as the youngster at this point. Elbug still didn't score though. On the other hand, both of them seem somewhat tired and the other ones are way faster. Well, actually, I think Olegs isn't. But Van Lalpeka is fast. And it might just be what's needed now. That's it. Let's wait for the end of this scene. Took too long with the shot. Alright. Ah, Perak took the lead off the table again. Okay. I think Olegs Raj might make an appearance there. But Servant is exhausted. So, despite his really good performance, I think I'll take him off and replace him with Van Lalpeka. Who needs personalized instructions? I need to do this later. Shoots less often, goes towards target forward, ease off tackle, and cross less often. The dribbling is okay, at least he has 7 points, and taking more risks is just due to the position. So I guess that's fine. Okay. Anyone else? The rest of them seem to do fairly well. We have a 2-goal lead, and it is 22 matches to go. from that perspective, we should probably include players that are not commonly included in the squad. That said, let's give him another maybe 5 minutes, and then we'll rotate and bring on the rest. And in particular, people like Harty, for example, his sharpness seemed to be in a little of a decline situation. Well done, Juan. He's still on. If I saw that correctly. Baru. Yep. Baru again. That is not what we were looking for. Still. Elbug. He can have a million chances in matches like these for now. It just doesn't work. Maharsia seems to be exhausted. We do have Amat on the bench, if I recall correctly. Doubt that that's a good decision. They brought on somebody. Let's watch the end of the scene and then... Well, actually, we can also do the... Okay, we'll do opposition instructions as well as substitutes after watching the scene. It depends on how it goes. A little bit it should, at least. Vandalpeka, Rai. Ball control's decent. So far, so good. Good idea. It was a bit far, that pass, but it worked. Zakaria doesn't spot a killer ball. He has the vision to pull it off though. Sometimes at least. Christopher, nice, narrow. Approach to play. Vandalpeka. Well, he should have ran a little bit more. Okay, that's the end of this scene. So let's see. He looked nervous coming on. Oh, come on. Yes, he's young, but not that young. At 16, you don't have to be nervous all the time. Dribbling's low, bravery's low, strength doesn't exist. Here we go. Let's use hard tackles. What else? Passing's fairly high. Off the ball movement's very low. This seems to be a tight mark for me. And now let's see who needs some time on the pitch. So I should be confident that most of our players can pull it off to keep the result intact. So we'll bring on Harsi. That changes stuff a little bit. He is a very wide-minded... Well, he goes wide. Doesn't cut inside. Doesn't matter much though. I think he still can play a reasonable role there. We do not overlap anymore, that's for sure. Low crosses obviously, because, well, Vandalpeka might be able to jump, but I think the pace is what it's his biggest strength. And it's similar to Rai. Acceleration and pace are there. Strength is not, it's not there yet. The rest of them, Badrul Hisham needs some time on the pitch. But we also need to replace players, and it seems like Angkun needs to go off. So we'll bring on Malik. Same here, he needs personalized instructions. He's not a good passer, so that. Shooting less often, I think his long shot's a 7. And easy enough tackles, I think it's a 7, so we don't do that. Which leaves us with one position that needs to be replaced, and that's probably Mahazir. So I guess, Ahmad, congratulations, you can play for 15 minutes. Please don't fuck it up. 10 points of tackling. We didn't have a penalty yet, did we? Akrula's marking is really good, by the way. Everybody's inspired. So, in yet another match against Bukit Tambun, we tried to play half of the, well, I guess the B team. Not really. But some of the somewhat weaker players. We do need to give him experience there. And it did go fairly well last season with rotating between Christopher and Harsi. Both of them developed somewhat. That was well misplaced, man. In fact, that's for Mahathir, that was probably torture. He spent it all on the pitch and now he's forced to run to the byline. Zakaria, Van Lalpeka. Alright. Maharzir again. Angkun, also exhausted. Can he spot a good pass? That's a good pass, yes. Baru, after scoring 2 goals, still in a crossing mood, it seems. First goal ever for Olegs Raj. So we made it to 5 goals after all. Not bad. And this was definitely not as instructed. We told him to cross low. That was a, well, not a floated one maybe. That said, nobody marked Olegs Raj. So, phrased another way, maybe we can also argue that his off-the-ball movement was great. Which means that we should have this game pretty much covered for now. Left back. Seems to be able to cross. Seems to have low defensive capabilities. Dribbling, bravery and strength are decent. I wouldn't say ignore him, but seems like we'll be okay for now. It's yet another bad tackle by Fakrullah. Will he finally get his yellow card? Again, a warning only. Okay, well, what's going on with Fakrullah? He's complacent now. We'll praise him anyway, everyone. That's in Muhammad's range, it says. Yep. It's a bit off, luckily though. Zulkifli and Zulkifli try to exchange passes. They're trying their best. It's not good enough. They're unable to hit the empty goal. We got really lucky. That could have been the third for them. So the defensive side this season is definitely... It was better than a 4-3-3, I think. I'm just not sure if I want to change the tactic again. Well, that was bad. What's wrong with Van Lalpeka? Okay, he's struggling to meet the pace of the match. Well intercepted by Malik. Towards Baru again, who loses the ball. That can happen. That shouldn't be an issue. Okay. Well, the idea was there. Execution was lacking though. That's really bad ball control by the defender. Van Lalpeka skips past him. Doesn't manage to cross it inside though. We do have a few more minutes left. RC with the corner. I'm not impressed just yet. Baru, maybe the hat-trick? No. Possession pass instead. Ahmad just didn't react. It was a good idea by Ahmad Nizam. Ahmad though didn't care. Here he is again. There's a lot of space for Baru there, you know? If he were to run, that is. Oh, nice pass by Zakaria. Even better. Cross it. That's fine too. Oh, come on, Van Lalpeka. How? I know, 4 points of finishing. Still, at least hit the goal. Yes, that's what I signed him for. And now we face stuff like this. Well, see if you can find that song sound. I will include it. There is a feature enabled for that. I'm not sure where it is though. Nice save by Chinsusen. Somebody must have done the song sound already. What? Yeah, sure. No, I was talking about the blurbs or whatever they're called. Will we have another goal-scoring opportunity? I mean, I guess that finish was better than the last one. So it's not on it's not in the blurb library. Well, that's confusing. I will look for it. Well, we're still shooting. Could have been 7 or 8 at this point, with better finishing. That said, their finishing is as good, about as good as Elbug's. For now, the name escaped me for a second. Says my ad is about to start. Go away! We will not have ads in the middle of the match. This match takes forever, due to the high amount of chances. Okay. Well, it might be that the library is not that much. I restricted it to a selective sample of maybe 10,000 different sounds. So there is a bigger library. It might not have all that's needed from the perspective of copyright though. Or a bunch of annoying stuff and so on and so forth. So maybe that's an issue. Good save by Shinsuke once again. I think the defensive performance overall is not impressive. That's not good. They brought in a player named Zakaria now. In fact, we can probably waste time at this point, can't we? Why aren't we doing that? Well, in the air, Ahmad is hard to beat. Get that ball. Yeah, I'll try, man. But, you know, there's a bunch of nerd stuff in there that I don't know. It feels weird. I get that. I'll have a look. It's just, well, whilst watching the Stuttgart match or not watching it, I was unable to select all of it after configuring it for now. So it's more of a time issue. And also a I don't know issue. Alright, we win. So much for that. Okay. So. It was okay. I don't want to be too excited though. The defensive performance didn't go... that wasn't impressive. It was a good win. Defensively though, I'm not happy. I should probably tell them. So all of these 6.7s and a 6.8, this is not good enough. Same here. Could have been better. Oh! Apparently giving them the appropriate feedback is a good idea. I'd rather not turn them complacent here. So let's keep it like this. Alright. Okay. So maybe I'll have a look, Mies. I'm trying to come up with an idea how we can deal with this. So either I just select a few, or maybe we can resolve it in the Discord somewhat. I'll drop you a message. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and well, being a loyal follower, I guess. We will see each other probably tomorrow. It's a free day after all. So have a good evening. Sleep well. And I did stream 7 hours today. Thanks for enduring it. Bye.